The red soil of New Haven kicked up dust clouds as Marcus Chen walked back to his mining station. His boots left deep prints in the clay-like ground. The twin suns were setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. He had been checking the outer sensors when something caught his eye. A metal object stuck out from a crater about 50 meters from his main building. Steam rose from the hole in the ground. The object was not like anything he had seen before. It was smooth and curved, with a silver-blue color that seemed to shift in the light. Marcus pulled out his scanner and pointed it at the object. The readings made him frown. The metal was not from any human ship. The energy readings were also strange. Whatever this thing was, it had crashed here recently. He walked closer to get a better look. The object was bigger than he first thought. It was about the size of a small transport pod. There were no visible windows or doors. The surface had strange patterns carved into it that seemed to glow softly. Marcus had seen enough alien technology during his time in the military to know this was not human-made. His hand moved to the plasma pistol on his belt. During the border wars, he had learned to be careful around anything that came from space. A sound came from inside the pod. It was soft at first, then louder. Someone or something was trying to get out. Marcus stepped back and drew his weapon. He had fought aliens before. Most of them were not friendly to humans. The pod made a hissing sound. A section of the smooth surface slid away, creating an opening. Smoke poured out of the hole. Marcus kept his gun ready and waited. A figure crawled out of the pod. Marcus could tell right away it was not human. The being was tall and thin, with skin that looked like blue crystal. Strange lights moved under the surface of the skin, pulsing like a heartbeat. The creature had 4 arms and its head was longer than a human head. Its eyes were large and silver. The alien collapsed on the ground next to the pod. Marcus could see that it was hurt. Cracks ran through the crystal-like skin, and the lights under the surface were dim. Green liquid that might have been blood dripped from several wounds. The alien looked up at Marcus. When it spoke, its voice was clear and perfect. It spoke in Standard, the common language used by humans across the galaxy. "Please," the alien said. "I need help. They are coming for me." Marcus kept his gun pointed at the creature. He had heard perfect Standard from aliens before. Usually it meant they were trying to trick him. "Who are you?" Marcus asked. "What are you?" The alien tried to sit up but fell back down. "My name is Zarathek. I was a princess of the Veltar Empire." Marcus felt his blood turn cold. The Veltar were known across the galaxy as master liars and shapeshifters. They could make other people see things that were not real. They could make people believe false memories. During the border wars, entire human battalions had been destroyed by Veltar tricks. "A Veltar," Marcus said. His finger tightened on the trigger. "I should kill you right now." "Wait," Zarathek said. "I am not your enemy. I was exiled from my people. They want me dead just as much as you do." Marcus studied the alien's face. The Veltar could change their appearance, but this one looked genuinely hurt and scared. Still, he knew better than to trust appearances when dealing with Veltar. "Why were you exiled?" Marcus asked. "I cannot explain it all now," Zarathek said. "But please, I need shelter." "They will find me soon." Marcus thought about it. His mining station was far from any major settlement. He lived alone by choice. He had come to New Haven to get away from other people, both human and alien. But he was not a killer. He did not shoot wounded beings who asked for help. "You can stay," Marcus said finally. "But I have one rule." Zarathek looked hopeful. "What rule?" "No lies," Marcus said. "Not even small ones. Not even lies that make you look better. If I catch you lying about anything, you leave. No second chances." The alien princess stared at him. Marcus could see confusion in her silver eyes. "I do not understand," Zarathek said. "You want me to tell you everything?" "I want you to tell me the truth," Marcus said. "Every time you speak. If you cannot tell me the truth about something, then do not speak about it at all." Zarathek was quiet for a long moment. Marcus could see she was thinking hard about his words. "That is unusual," she said finally. "Those are my terms," Marcus said. "Take them or leave them." "I accept," Zarathek said. Marcus lowered his gun but did not put it away. "Can you walk?" "I think so." Marcus watched as the alien princess struggled to her feet. She was taller than him, maybe 7 feet tall. The crystal skin made her look fragile, but Marcus knew the Veltar were stronger than they appeared. "Follow me," Marcus said, "and stay where I can see you." He led Zarathek toward his mining station. The main building was not large, but it had everything he needed. There was a small spare room that he used for storage. She could stay there. As they walked, Marcus thought about what he had gotten himself into. The Veltar Empire was one of the most powerful forces in the galaxy. If they were hunting this princess, they would not stop until they found her. And now Marcus was helping her. But he had given his word. And Marcus Chen always kept his word, even when it made his life more difficult. "Why do you live alone out here?" Zarathek asked as they reached the building. Marcus looked at her. "Because I like being alone." "That is not the whole truth," Zarathek said. "I can sense that you are hiding something." Marcus stopped walking. "Are you reading my mind?" "Not exactly," Zarathek said. "My people can sense emotions and memories in other beings. It is not something I can turn off." "Then turn it off now," Marcus said. "Or leave." Zarathek looked surprised. "I told you I cannot turn it off. It is part of who I am." "Then try," Marcus said. "Because if you keep digging around in my head, our deal is off." The alien princess closed her eyes. Marcus felt a strange pressure in his mind fade away. When Zarathek opened her eyes again, she looked tired. "It is done," she said, "but it will be difficult to maintain." "Life is difficult," Marcus said. "Get used to it." He opened the door to his station and led her inside. The main room was simple and clean. There was a kitchen area, a work table, and a few chairs. Everything was built for function, not comfort. "The spare room is through there," Marcus said, pointing to a door. "There is a bed and basic supplies. The bathroom is next to it." "Thank you," Zarathek said. Marcus nodded. "We will talk more tomorrow. Right now you need rest." As the alien princess walked toward the spare room, Marcus sat down at his work table. He activated his communication system and checked for any news from the outer systems. What he saw made his stomach drop. Several human colonies had reported strange ships in their space, ships that matched Veltar designs. The Imperial hunters were already moving. Marcus looked toward the spare room where Zarathek had gone. Whatever she had done to get exiled from her people, it was big enough to bring hunters across the galaxy. He had a feeling his quiet life on New Haven was about to become very complicated. Marcus woke before dawn, as he always did. The habit came from his military days. He made coffee and checked his mining equipment readings. Everything was normal except for the alien princess sleeping in his spare room. Zarathek emerged an hour after sunrise. She moved carefully, still hurt from the crash. The cracks in her crystal skin had started to heal, and the lights under her skin were brighter than before. "Good morning," she said. Marcus nodded and poured himself another cup of coffee. He did not offer any to Zarathek. He had no idea what Veltar could or could not drink. "We need to talk," Marcus said. Zarathek sat down across from him at the small table. "What do you want to know?" "Everything," Marcus said. "Start with why you were exiled." The alien princess was quiet for a moment. Marcus could see she was choosing her words carefully. "I had political disagreements with my father," she said finally. "Stop," Marcus said. Zarathek looked surprised. "What?" "That was not the truth," Marcus said. "That was politician talk. Try again." "I told you the truth," Zarathek said. "I did have disagreements with my father." "But that is not why you were exiled," Marcus said. "You are hiding the real reason behind safe words." "Strike one." Zarathek stared at him. "Strike one?" "3 strikes and you leave," Marcus said. "Now tell me the real reason." The alien princess looked uncomfortable. Marcus could see she was not used to this kind of direct questioning. "My father is the emperor of the Veltar Empire," Zarathek said slowly. "He was planning to attack human colonies. Not just 1 or 2. All of them. He wanted to wipe out your entire species. And," Marcus said, "I tried to warn the human governments," Zarathek said. "I sent messages to your military leaders. I told them about the attack plans." Marcus felt a cold chill. "What did your father do when he found out?" "He declared me a traitor," Zarathek said. "He sent hunters to bring me back. They were ordered to kill me if I resisted." "So you ran," Marcus said. "Yes." Marcus studied her face. The Veltar could change their appearance, but something about her expression seemed genuine. "Why did you warn the humans?" Marcus asked. "Your people and mine have been enemies for years." Zarathek was quiet for a long moment. "Because genocide is wrong," she said finally. "Even when your own people are planning it." That is a dangerous thing for a Veltar princess to believe, Marcus said. Yes, Zarathek said. It is. Marcus finished his coffee and stood up. I need to work. Stay inside the station. Do not go outside without me. Why? Zarathek asked. Because if the hunters are looking for you, they will scan for Veltar life signs, Marcus said. The station has shielding that might hide you. Outside you are visible. Zarathek nodded. I understand. Marcus went outside to check his mining equipment. The work was simple but required attention. He dug minerals from the ground and processed them into refined materials. It was honest work that kept his hands busy and his mind quiet. When he came back for lunch, he found Zarathek looking at his personal belongings. She was holding a photo of Marcus in military uniform, standing with a group of other soldiers. Put that down, Marcus said. Zarathek set the photo back where she found it. I'm sorry. I was curious about your past. My past is not your business, Marcus said. You fought in the border wars, Zarathek said. Against my people. Marcus sat down and looked at her. Yes. Did you kill Veltar soldiers? Yes. How many? Marcus was quiet for a moment. I do not keep count of people I killed in war. But it was many, Zarathek said. Enough, Marcus said. Zarathek studied his face. You hate my people. I hate what your people do, Marcus said. The lies. The mind tricks. The way you make people see things that are not real. Not all Veltar are the same, Zarathek said. No, Marcus said, but most of them are. What about me? Zarathek asked. Marcus looked at her for a long moment. I do not know yet. That afternoon, Marcus tried to teach Zarathek about human ways. She was curious about everything. She asked questions about his mining equipment, his food, his daily routine. Why do you live alone? She asked. I like being alone, Marcus said. That is what you said yesterday, Zarathek said. But it is not the complete truth. Marcus stopped what he was doing. Explain. You are lonely, Zarathek said. I can see it in how you move, how you speak. You chose to be alone, but you do not like it. Are you reading my emotions again? Marcus asked. No, Zarathek said. I am just observing. Humans are not difficult to understand if you pay attention. Marcus thought about this. Maybe you are right. But I still choose to be alone. Why? Marcus was quiet for a moment. Because people disappoint you. People lie. People leave. So you left first, Zarathek said. Yes. That seems lonely. It is, Marcus said, but it is honest. That evening, Marcus cooked dinner for both of them. He made simple food that he thought Zarathek could eat. She tried everything and seemed to enjoy most of it. This is good, she said. Veltar food is very different. How different? Marcus asked. We eat mostly energy, Zarathek said. Direct energy from our crystal chambers. Solid food is unusual for us. Then why can you eat human food? I do not know, Zarathek said. Perhaps because I have been away from the crystal chambers for too long. After dinner, they sat in the main room. Marcus read reports on his tablet while Zarathek looked out the window at the night sky. They will find me, she said suddenly. Maybe, Marcus said. When they do, they will kill you too, Zarathek said. For helping me. Marcus looked up from his tablet. Probably. Does that not worry you? I knew the risk when I let you stay, Marcus said. Then why did you help me? Marcus thought about the question. Because you asked for help. And you were hurt. That is all? That is enough. Zarathek was quiet for a long moment. Humans are strange. How so? You help people who might be your enemies, Zarathek said. You take risks for strangers. You tell the truth even when lies would be easier. Not all humans, Marcus said, but you do. I try to. Why? Marcus closed his tablet and looked at her. Because someone has to. Before Zarathek could respond, an alarm sounded from Marcus's communication system. He jumped up and checked the display. His face went pale. What is it? Zarathek asked. Ships, Marcus said. 3 of them. Coming into the system. Are they human? Marcus checked the scanner readings. The ships were not showing up clearly, but the energy signatures were familiar from his military days. No, he said. They are Veltar. Zarathek stood up quickly. The hunters. They found me. How long do we have? Marcus asked. If they are scanning every world in the system, maybe 2 days, Zarathek said. Maybe less. Marcus looked at his guest. The alien princess who had asked for shelter. The enemy soldier who had warned humanity about genocide. The stranger who was bringing death to his quiet world. Well, Marcus said, I guess we better get ready. The next morning brought bad news. Marcus checked the system-wide communication networks and found reports of attacks on outer colonies. The Veltar ships were not just searching. They were destroying everything in their path. They hit the mining station on Kepler 7, Marcus told Zarathek. 300 people, all dead. Zarathek closed her eyes. They are not taking prisoners. No, Marcus said. They are making sure no humans survive to tell anyone what they saw. Marcus showed her the news reports on his tablet. Colony after colony was going dark. The attacks were systematic and brutal. No survivors. No warnings. This is not just about finding you, Marcus said. This is something bigger. Zarathek nodded slowly. I did not tell you everything yesterday. Marcus set down the tablet and looked at her. Strike two. You said not to lie, Zarathek said. I did not lie. I just did not tell you the complete truth. Same thing, Marcus said. Talk. Zarathek took a deep breath. My father is not just planning to attack human colonies. He has already started. This is the beginning of his genocide campaign. How big? Marcus asked. All human worlds in this sector, Zarathek said. Maybe more. He wants to wipe out humanity completely. Marcus felt his stomach drop. How many worlds? 47 colonized systems, Zarathek said. About 12 million people. Marcus was quiet for a long moment. And you knew this when you asked for shelter? Yes. You brought the hunters here knowing they would kill everyone in the system. I had no choice, Zarathek said. My ship was dying. This was the closest world. Marcus stood up and walked to the window. Outside, New Haven looked peaceful. Red soil, distant mountains, twin suns rising in the morning sky. It was a good place to live quietly. It was also about to become a battlefield. Is there a way to stop this? Marcus asked. I do not know, Zarathek said. The Imperial fleet is very large. Your human military is not prepared for an attack of this size. But you warned them, Marcus said. I sent messages, Zarathek said. But I do not know if anyone believed them. Humans do not trust Veltar communications. Marcus turned back to her. What would it take to make them believe? Zarathek was quiet for a moment. Proof. Real proof that could not be faked. What kind of proof? Imperial tactical data, Zarathek said. Fleet positions. Attack plans. Weapon specifications. Do you have that information? Some of it, Zarathek said. As a princess, I had access to military briefings, but the information is encrypted in my biomemory. Biomemory. Veltar royalty have special implants, Zarathek explained. Information is stored in our genetic code. It can only be accessed using royal biocodes. Marcus thought about this. Can you access it now? Yes, Zarathek said. But there is a problem. What problem? Using the biocode sends a signal, Zarathek said. It tells the Imperial fleet exactly where I am. The moment I access the data, the hunters will know my location. Marcus understood. So we can get the information to save humanity, but it will get us killed. Yes. Marcus sat back down at the table. How long would it take to download and transmit the data? Maybe an hour, Zarathek said. Maybe 2. And how long after you start before the hunters arrive? They could be here in 30 minutes if they are close, Zarathek said. Marcus was quiet for a long time. He thought about the 12 million people in 47 systems. He thought about the 300 miners on Kepler 7. He thought about his own quiet life on New Haven. There is something else, Zarathek said. Marcus looked at her. What? The hunters are not just any Veltar soldiers, Zarathek said. One of them is my brother, Prince Vexmar. Your brother is hunting you. He volunteered for the mission, Zarathek said. He believes I have brought shame to our family. He wants to kill me himself. How do you know this? I recognized his ship's energy signature, Zarathek said. Each royal ship is unique. Marcus stood up and walked to his equipment locker. He pulled out a case of weapons and started checking them one by one. What are you doing? Zarathek asked. Getting ready, Marcus said. Ready for what? To call in that data, Marcus said. Zarathek stared at him. You will die. Maybe, Marcus said. But 12 million people will live. This is not your fight, Zarathek said. Marcus looked at her. You made it my fight when you asked for shelter. I can leave, Zarathek said. I can take my ship and go somewhere else. Your ship is broken, Marcus said. And there is nowhere else to go. The hunters will find you eventually. Marcus finished checking his weapons and moved to his communication system. He started setting up a wideband transmission array. "Help me," he said. "What?" "Help me set up the transmission," Marcus said. "If we are going to do this, we might as well do it right." Zarathek looked confused. "I do not understand. Why are you helping me?" "Because it is the right thing to do," Marcus said. "But you will die." "Everyone dies," Marcus said. "Not everyone gets to die for something that matters." Zarathek was quiet for a moment. Then she stood up and walked over to help him with the communication equipment. "You are insane," she said. "Probably," Marcus said. They worked together for the next hour, setting up the transmission array and preparing Marcus's defenses. He had mining equipment that could be turned into weapons. He had emergency shields that might stop a few shots. It was not much, but it was something. "Are you ready?" Marcus asked. Zarathek nodded. She placed her hand on a bioscanner that Marcus had rigged to the communication system. "Once I start, there is no going back." "I know. The hunters will come fast and hard," Zarathek said. "They will not negotiate. They will not take prisoners. I know. You could still change your mind." Marcus looked at her. "Could you?" Zarathek was quiet for a moment. "No," she said finally. "I could not." "Then we understand each other." Zarathek activated the bioscanner. Immediately, lights began flashing on Marcus's communication system. Data flowed across the screens faster than he could read it. Fleet positions, attack plans, weapon specifications, target lists, everything the human military would need to defend against the Veltar invasion. "How long?" Marcus asked. 90 minutes for the full download," Zarathek said. "But the basic tactical data will be ready in 20 minutes. Marcus checked his long-range scanners. "We may not have 20 minutes. What do you see?" 3 ships changing course," Marcus said. "They are heading for New Haven. How long until they arrive?" Marcus did some quick calculations. 45 minutes at maximum speed." Zarathek nodded. "Then we wait." Marcus activated his defensive systems and charged his weapons. Through the window, New Haven still looked peaceful. But peace was about to end. "Marcus," Zarathek said. "What?" "Thank you." Marcus looked at her. The alien princess who had brought war to his world. The enemy who had become an ally. The stranger who was helping him save humanity. "Thank you too," he said. The Veltar ships appeared in the sky like dark clouds against the red sunset. Marcus watched them through his station's sensors as they took positions around his mining site. They were beautiful in a deadly way, with flowing lines that looked more grown than built. "Bioships," Zarathek said, looking at the scanner readings. "They are alive." "Alive?" Marcus asked. "Veltar ships are grown, not made," Zarathek explained. "They are part plant, part animal, part machine. They heal themselves and learn from battle." Marcus counted the weapon signatures on his scanner. "They have enough firepower to turn this place into glass." "They will not use it all at once," Zarathek said. "My brother wants to capture me alive if possible." The communication system crackled to life. A voice spoke in perfect standard, cold and proud. "Princess Zarathek, I know you are there. I am Prince Vexmar of the Royal House. Come out and face your judgment." Marcus looked at Zarathek. "Your brother?" "Yes." Marcus activated his own communication system. "This is Marcus Chan. This is my property. You are not welcome here." There was silence for a moment. Then Vexmar spoke again. "Human, you have committed a crime by sheltering a traitor to the Empire. Surrender the princess and you will be allowed to live." Marcus almost laughed. "I do not make deals with people who are committing genocide." "You do not understand the situation," Vexmar said. "We offer you riches beyond imagination. Gold, rare metals, advanced technology, whatever you desire." "I desire you to leave my world," Marcus said. Another pause. When Vexmar spoke again, his voice was harder. "You are being foolish, human. We are offering you a chance to live. Do not waste it." Marcus looked at his defensive systems. They would not last long against 3 bioships, but they might last long enough. "Let me explain something to you," Marcus said into the communicator. "I do not negotiate with genocidal maniacs. You want her, come and take her." The transmission cut off. Through the window, Marcus could see the bioships moving into attack positions. "That was not wise," Zarathek said. "Probably not," Marcus said, "but it felt good. The first attack came from above. Energy beams lanced down from the bioships, striking Marcus's defensive shields. The station shook and alarms began blaring. Marcus ran to his control station and activated his mining lasers. They were not designed as weapons, but they could cut through rock. Maybe they could damage alien ships too. How much longer for the data transmission? Marcus asked. 15 minutes for basic tactical information, Zarathek said. 1 hour for everything. Another blast hit the shields. This time the lights flickered. We may not have 15 minutes, Marcus said. He targeted the closest bioship with his mining lasers and fired. The beam struck the alien hull and left glowing marks, but did not seem to cause serious damage. You are hurting them, Zarathek said, watching the scanner. Bioships feel pain. Good, Marcus said. The bioships responded by increasing their attack. Energy beams and projectile weapons hammered the station's defenses. Marcus's shields began to fail. Marcus, Zarathek said, there is something I can do to help. What? I can use my royal override codes to confuse their targeting systems, Zarathek said. But it will require me to connect directly to their ships. How? Veltar bioships have telepathic links, Zarathek said. I can access them, but it will leave me vulnerable. Marcus fired another blast from his mining lasers. Vulnerable how? If my brother detects the connection, he can use it to attack my mind directly, Zarathek said. He could kill me instantly. Do it, Marcus said. Marcus, you do not understand. If he kills me mentally, the data transmission will stop. All the information will be lost. Marcus thought about this as another blast shook the station. How long do you need? 5 minutes to confuse their systems enough for you to do real damage, Zarathek said. Marcus checked his weapon status. His mining lasers were overheating, but they still had power. His defensive shields were down to 30%. Do it, he said again. Zarathek sat down at the bioscanner and placed both hands on the interface. Her crystal skin began to glow brighter, and the lights under her surface pulsed faster. Immediately, Marcus saw the effects on his scanner. The bioship's movements became less coordinated. Their weapons fire became less accurate. Marcus took advantage of the confusion and concentrated all his mining lasers on one bioship. The sustained fire cut deep into the alien hull. Green fluid leaked out like blood. It is working, Zarathek said through gritted teeth. But Vexmar is fighting me. Keep going, Marcus said. He switched targets to the second bioship and fired everything he had. The mining lasers were not designed for sustained combat, but they were cutting through the bioship armor. Marcus, Zarathek gasped. He found me. On the scanner, Marcus saw the third bioship turning toward the station. It was charging a weapon that showed massive energy readings. Break the connection, Marcus said. Not yet, Zarathek said. Almost finished. The bioship fired. The blast was larger than anything before. It completely destroyed what was left of Marcus's shields and punched a hole through the station wall. Marcus was thrown across the room. When he got up, he saw that Zarathek was bleeding green blood from her nose and eyes. Connection broken, she said weakly. Marcus helped her to the communication station. How long now? Data transmission is at 60%, Zarathek said. 8 more minutes. Marcus looked at his defensive systems. Everything was failing. The bioships were moving closer, preparing for a final attack. I have an idea, Marcus said. But you are not going to like it. What? The mining charges in my equipment shed, Marcus said. If I can get close enough to one of those ships, and that is suicide, Zarathek said. Maybe, Marcus said. But it might give us the time we need. Marcus grabbed a backpack and filled it with mining explosives. The charges were designed to break up asteroids. They should work on bioships too. Where are you going? Zarathek asked. To have a conversation with your brother, Marcus said. He activated his personal communicator as he headed for the door. Prince Vexmar, Marcus said. This is Marcus Chen. I want to make a deal. Now you want to negotiate? Vexmar replied. I want to meet face to face, Marcus said. 1 human to 1 Veltar. No weapons. Just talk. There was a long pause. Why would you want this? Because I am tired of fighting, Marcus said. Maybe we can work something out. Another pause. Very well. I will meet you outside your building. But if this is a trick, human, you will die slowly. Understood, Marcus said. Marcus looked back at Zarathek. Keep transmitting the data. No matter what happens to me. Marcus, do not do this. Someone has to, Marcus said. He opened the door and stepped outside to meet the alien prince who wanted to kill them both. Prince Vexmar landed his personal transport 50 meters from Marcus's mining station. The Veltar prince was taller than his sister. with darker crystal skin and more angular features. Gold patterns flowed under his skin like liquid metal. Marcus walked toward him with his hands visible and empty. The backpack full of explosives was hidden behind the station's main building. "So," Vexmar said as Marcus approached, "the human who thinks he can stand against the Empire. Just a miner who does not like uninvited guests," Marcus said. Vexmar studied him with silver eyes. "You are not what I expected. Most humans break when they see our ships." "I have seen your ships before," Marcus said. "Ah, yes. The border wars, you fought my people then too." Vexmar smiled, showing sharp teeth. "How many of my soldiers did you kill?" "Enough," Marcus said, "and now you help a traitor escape justice. Why?" Marcus looked toward the station where Zarathek was still transmitting data. "Because she asked for help," Vexmar laughed. "You risk your life for a stranger? How foolish. You came across the galaxy to kill your own sister," Marcus said. "How is that any different?" The alien prince's expression darkened. "My sister betrayed everything we stand for. She chose aliens over her own people. She chose not to commit genocide," Marcus said. "She chose weakness," Vexmar said. "The Veltar Empire has ruled this sector for 1,000 years. We will not be stopped by inferior species." Marcus felt anger rising in his chest. "Inferior? Look around you, human. You live in a metal box on a dead world, scratching minerals from dirt. We travel between stars and shape matter with our thoughts. How are you not inferior?" "We do not murder children," Marcus said. Vexmar shrugged. "War requires difficult choices." "Genocide is not war," Marcus said. "It is evil." "Good and evil are concepts for philosophers," Vexmar said. "I deal in power and survival." Marcus backed slowly toward his hidden explosives. "Is that what you tell yourself when you burn colonies?" "I tell myself that the strong survive and the weak perish," Vexmar said. "It is the natural order." "Then why are you afraid of my sister?" Marcus asked. Vexmar's eyes flashed with anger. "I am not afraid of a traitor." "You brought 3 ships to capture 1 exile," Marcus said. "You are burning entire worlds to find her. That sounds like fear to me." "Careful, human. I agreed to talk, not to be insulted." Marcus reached the building corner where his explosives were hidden. "I am just trying to understand. If humans are so inferior, why does one human colony girl scare the mighty Veltar Empire?" "She does not scare us," Vexmar said. "She simply must be stopped." "Why?" Vexmar was quiet for a moment. When he spoke again, his voice was different. Less confident. "Because she is telling the truth," he said. Marcus stared at him. "What?" "My sister is telling your people the truth about our plans," Vexmar said. "And the truth is dangerous." "Dangerous to who?" "To the Empire," Vexmar said. "To the natural order. If other species believe they can resist us, they will try. If they try, they might succeed." Marcus understood. "You are not afraid of humans. You are afraid of hope." "Hope is a lie," Vexmar said. "It makes the weak think they can become strong." "Sometimes they can," Marcus said. "No," Vexmar said. "They cannot. Watch." The alien prince raised his hand. Marcus felt pressure in his mind, like someone was trying to push thoughts into his head. He saw images of burning cities, dying humans, Veltar ships ruling empty space. "See how weak you are," Vexmar said. "I can make you believe anything I want." But Marcus had been ready for this. During the border wars, he had learned to recognize Veltar mental attacks. He focused on simple truths: his name, his home, his choice to help Zarathek. The false images faded. "Impossible," Vexmar said. "Humans cannot resist our mental powers." "This human can," Marcus said. "Want to know why?" Vexmar tried again, pushing harder. Marcus felt the pressure increase, but he held on to his truths. The alien prince was strong, but Marcus was stubborn. "Because I know who I am," Marcus said. "And I know what I believe." Vexmar stepped back, confusion on his face. "You should be broken. You should be begging for mercy." "Sorry to disappoint you," Marcus said. From inside the station came the sound Zarathek had been waiting for, a chime from the communication system. The data transmission was complete. "What was that?" Vexmar demanded. Marcus smiled. "That was the sound of your war ending." Vexmar's eyes went wide. "The data. She transmitted the military data." "Everything," Marcus said. "Fleet positions, attack plans, weapon specifications. Your entire invasion strategy is now in human hands." The alien prince snarled and reached for a weapon. Marcus dove for his hidden explosives, grabbed the backpack and ran toward Vexmar's transport. "Stop him," Vexmar shouted to his ships. Energy beams lanced down from the bioships, but Marcus was already at the transport. He activated the mining charges and threw the backpack into the alien ship. The explosion destroyed the transport and knocked both Marcus and Vexmar to the ground. When the smoke cleared, the alien prince was badly wounded, green blood flowing from multiple cuts. "You have accomplished nothing," Vexmar gasped. "Even with the data, humans cannot stop us." Marcus stood up slowly. "Maybe not. But now they have a chance to try. The Empire will send more ships, larger fleets. We will burn every human world. Then humans will fight back," Marcus said, "and keep fighting. Because that is what we do." Vexmar tried to stand but fell back down. "Stubborn fools." "Yes," Marcus said. "We are." From the sky came new sounds. Human ships were arriving in the system. Fast attack craft and military cruisers. The data transmission had included Marcus's coordinates, and human forces were responding. Zarathek emerged from the station, moving carefully. She looked at her wounded brother with sad eyes. "You could have chosen differently," she told him. "I chose duty," Vexmar said. "You chose fear," Zarathek said. "Fear of change. Fear of truth. Fear of admitting that maybe other species have value too." The human ships were taking positions around the Veltar bioships. Marcus could hear radio chatter as military commanders coordinated their response. "It is over, brother," Zarathek said. "The war you wanted to start in secret is now a war the galaxy knows about. Humans will be ready for you." Vexmar looked at the human ships surrounding his forces. "This changes nothing." "It changes everything," Marcus said. "Because now everyone knows the truth." The lead human ship opened communication channels. "This is Admiral Chen of the Human Defense Force. Veltar ships, you are ordered to withdraw from this system immediately." Marcus blinked. "Admiral Chen? Your father?" Zarathek asked. "My brother," Marcus said. "I guess he got my transmission." Vexmar was taken into custody by human marines. His bioships were escorted out of the system. As they left, the alien prince looked back at his sister one last time. "You have chosen your side," he said. "I chose the right side," Zarathek replied. Later, as the human fleet prepared to leave, Admiral Chen met with Marcus and Zarathek at the mining station. "The information you provided is already being distributed to all human worlds," Admiral Chen told Zarathek. "We can never thank you enough." "I did what I had to do," Zarathek said. Admiral Chen looked at his brother. "You could have been killed, but I was not," Marcus said. "What will you do now?" Admiral Chen asked Zarathek. The alien princess looked at Marcus, then at the human ships in the sky. "I will return to Veltar space. There are others like me who believe this war is wrong. They need to know that resistance is possible." "That will be dangerous," Marcus said. "Yes," Zarathek said. "But someone has to do it," Marcus smiled. "That sounds familiar. I learned it from a human miner who was too stubborn to give up," Zarathek said. As the human fleet prepared to leave, Zarathek walked with Marcus back to his mining station. "Will you be all right here alone?" she asked. "I will not be alone," Marcus said. "I will have the truth to keep me company." Zarathek looked at him. "The truth?" "That sometimes strangers become friends," Marcus said. "That sometimes enemies become allies. That sometimes one person can make a difference. And sometimes," Zarathek said, "aliens learn to fight like humans." She boarded a human ship that would take her to the edge of Veltar space. As the ships disappeared into hyperspace, Marcus stood outside his station and looked up at the stars. Somewhere out there, a war was beginning. But it would not be the war the Veltar Empire had planned. It would be a war where both sides knew the truth. And sometimes, Marcus thought, the truth was the most powerful weapon of all.